Hello, Aziz. How are you?
Hi, Virgin. I'm great, and you?
I'm also great. Thank you very much. Thank you for being a part of our productivity talk series. As a productive
Thank
person,
you.
I'm happy to have you. I know Aziz since 1 year. He was my Russian teacher in Uzbekistan, but as an entrepreneur, we also became friends and we worked together. And he's a productive young person. But tell me a bit about yourself, Aziz, for the audience. What do you do?
Okay, thanks for inviting. Well, my name is Aziz. I'm a Russian teacher for foreigners. I have a language school in Tashkent. Yep, more or less about me.
Yeah. And Tashkent is in Uzbekistan, just in case you don't know.
Yeah,
And you teach English and Russian, right?
yeah. I teach both. I teach English for locals, and I teach Russian for foreigners.
Yeah. And that's how we met, by Cool School, your school.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me, Aziz, first of all, I want to ask you about productivity. What does it mean for you? What does productivity mean to you?
Well, I guess there are millions of descriptions of this term, but personally for me, productivity is the ability to accomplish your task that you planned in advance on time. And at the same time, productivity is the ability to control your time and use it effectively. And not only this, I think productivity doesn't work itself alone. I guess there are different factors like concentration, setting goals, strong habits, which are linked between each other. And to call you a productive person, you need all of them.
And do you consider yourself as a productive person?
Well, it's an interesting question. Actually, I didn't reach that level when I can call myself as a whole really productive, but I'm improving. Like compare myself a few years ago, I'm definitely more productive than I used to be. But like there are different periods in my life when I can call myself, oh, I was super productive. For example, when I, especially in a quarantine period, when I had like 7, 8 productive hours in the day, like when I had weekly plans, when I had like daily tasks, and it was quite nice. But like when time changed, like when my studies are started and I started my like I opened my school again, different things like uh, for example, problems at university, at school, and that they make you a little bit less productive because we are like human beings. We are emotionally vulnerable, and we tend to forget about our tasks, and we tend to uh, like lose our concentration about the plans that we have, short-term plans, short and long-term goals. So I guess coming back to the question, and can I consider myself as productive? Yeah, definitely a little bit more productive than I used to be, but it differs according to my how I feel, how are my emotions, and I guess yeah, I'm trying to work on it to control my emotions to be uh, more concentrated and yeah, like maybe for 30-40% I'm productive, then like as I see how in reality what the level that I could reach, the level of productivity that I can reach.
And on you being productive, Aziz, do you use certain tools and methods like calendars or techniques that keeps you productive?
Actually, like I don't have something anything specific. For example, like as you know, in my country, we use Telegram and a lot, and in this like social media, I have some channels like uh, as everyone does this planning in calendars. I have my own channels where I plan my weekly plans, my monthly plans, and at the same time I plan for example, some programs at school, some programs about management. So I have everything in different channels, and yeah, uh, I guess this also helps a lot when you just not like, oh, today I do this, at 8 I do this, and then you start to forget about the plans. So yeah, definitely, I think this kind of planning calendars are really helpful. Well, what else? I guess also I worked on habits a little bit, like doing simple stuff like reading 2 pages, 3 pages in the morning, or for example, just drinking a cup of water, which also makes you feel that you already just woke up and you did this simple thing, but you feel that, oh, at least you did this, and it motivates you more.
And I also know that you transformed a lot, because before you told me, let me know if it's private, but you told me that you were not a productive person at all. And then you changed completely on this way and changed your frequency as well. What was the beginning of that change that transformed you from a person who
Mm.
didn't know what he wants from life to a person who knows what he wants in life and is going for it?
Well, it's not private. I can share it with you. Well, I guess the main reason of my change is that I started to meet the right people, like you, for example. Before a few years ago, I didn't even think about productivity, about time management. I was just living my life without any goals. And after knowing certain people, like how they live, thanks to my job, I work with different entrepreneurs, with different people from like all over the world, and just talking about their trips, about their plans, just it made me motivated, and yeah, it helped me a lot to change. Like, for example, I know how you live, I know what kind of like daily tasks you have, and just simple conversations with such kind of people can have a big mind shift in a like ordinary people like me. And I think compared again to myself a few years ago, I transformed a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know you a few years ago, just 1 year, but from the stories you said, you did. And yes, being with people that has higher frequencies and talking with them, it changes the way your brain is wired. So scientifically, it's very important, as most of the other things. And now I'm sure people come to you and ask you, Aziz, how are you so productive? Tell me, how can I be productive like you? What do you say when they say that?
Well, I guess the main reason, well, I have certain people that surround me who have continuous complaints about their life, like, oh, I lack of time, I didn't do this, I cannot do this, and I just try to understand the reason. And in most of the cases, what I see is that there is no specific goal, there is no specific plan that that you want from life. So if you don't know what to do, so what's the reason? Like, what you're gonna do? And I guess first of all, you should understand yourself. You should understand your plans, like where are you going, what you have to do to achieve your goals, and this is the first and perhaps the most significant thing. And once you understand, you need to have need to divide that goal into small parts and just trying to put them for a week, for a month, and trying to reach them. And once you, for example, just put this tick in the list of your plans, and it makes you so motivated and inspired that, yeah, like a month ago you didn't do anything, but for today, like you achieved certain tasks. And I think these are the two main things that people should understand, that like you need to know what to do, and you need to have a certain deadline to achieve certain task.
And also visioning it is very useful to imagine it, and that imagine that you are already having it. It's an important aspect too for your motivation. And then breaking it down into little pieces, as you said, it's super important as well. And giving a timeline, of course, not like I will lose weight, but as I said, smart goal. I will lose 5 kilos in 3 months by doing blah blah blah. Like,
Yeah. Actually, I started to use this uh, technique too, which is really powerful. Like when you know what to do specifically, when you have time bounding, like when you know that it is real, it is achievable, and you just need to do these simple things every single day, and it's more than real. But the main problem, I guess, is that we know what to do, but we do not do. Like, it's kind of like scientifically proved that our brain is designed in a certain way that it makes us to avoid difficult things, and we tend to, for example, like instead of going to the gym after the work, we would prefer to just go to the bed and or watch something, some silly things in YouTube, and yeah,
Comfort zone. Well,
yeah,
thank you.
that's it.
It has been very good, very useful. I have learned a lot. I have remembered a lot. I'm sure people who will watch this and listen to this will learn a lot. And before I say thank you, is there anything else that you would like to add, Aziz?
I guess that's it. Thank you for inviting. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was a pleasure for me. And yeah, it was a very good conversation. So thank you once again. And then I'll see you in other podcast videos or channels. Take care,
Bye
Aziz.
bye.
Bye bye.